Welcome to Elementary Java. So our topic for today is displaying to the standard output. That is technically the screen in most cases. Java is an object-oriented programming language, which means everything is in form of objects. And besides that also, to get started with Java, you need to install some few softwares. You need to install the Java JDK, the Java Development Kit, and an IDE. For my IDE, I'll be using NetBeans. I'll provide links below for you to download the IDE and the JDK. Make sure you install the JDK first before you install the IDE. So this is my NetBeans. I've installed it. So let's create a new folder. Let's call it Java application. Let's call it examples. And let's click finish. Now, all these parts, this is how simple Java source code can be. Let's just start. Let me just clarify things for you. I'll try as much as possible to make everything very simple for you to understand, and we'll try not to get ahead of ourselves. So let me just clean everything up. Like I said, Java is an object-oriented programming language. That means everything is in form of objects. And in Java, or let me say generally in object-oriented programming languages, a class defines an object. That means class is the blueprint in which objects are made from. A public class examples, which is the name of the folder we created. And put in your curly brackets. You might see an error here. Don't bother yourself about the error. With time, we're still going to get to packages, so you understand what that means. But I'm trying to be as simple as possible. Now, when it comes to programming, the computer has to know a point of entry where it should start the execution from, where you should start running your codes from. In Java, this function that coordinates everything is called the main function, and this is how we write it. It's called public. The reason why it's called public is so that it can be accessed by the interpreter. Static, which says this is for the class itself and not for the object. So meaning that we can only have one instance of this static. Void means it does not return anything. Main, which is the name of the function. This parenthesis actually is a way of you passing parameters into a function, and yes, it collects some parameter, a string with square brackets, which is called array. You can give it any variable name, can be anything. So I can even write fish there if I want. Now this is where the execution starts from. Don't try and master this. With time you'll get to understand it better. Now, to display to our screen is as simple as system. And we are calling this system. We are going to the output. We are now telling to print. We put our bracket there, and we pass in the information we want it to display. Let's call it hello YouTube. We just come and click our run. Let's just save it, Ctrl S, run file, that's Shift F6, and you can see it's hello YouTube, as simple as that. So let's try and print some other statements with hello YouTube. Let me call this, you can see I'm copying my codes. Generally, we programmers, we are very lazy. NgReviewTech. Let's run this also. Run file. You can see it. This is it, but you can see it's kind of appended it to the old stuff or the old output. As you can see, it's actually there's no space between them. So you can actually fix this problem by just putting space in your program here, on your code here. Run file. As simple as that. But you might be wondering, how can I move it to a new line? To move it to a new line is very simple. Instead of you just doing print, you now use print ln. Means print, then go to a new line. Print this, then go to a new line. So you can see this part also. You build stuff. It's actually mixed with it also. So let's just put ln here also, so it's just go to a new line after it prints this NgReviewTech. Let's go again. Run file. You can see hello YouTube, NgReviewTech. As simple as that. So let's do something else. Let's try and print numbers now. So to print numbers is actually quite easy also. Just write the number there. Let me just write 234. You can see it's inside the parameter, inside the parentheses. You just put what you want it to display. So you run it also, run file. You can see 234 NgReviewTech. Now that's virtually everything for displaying to your standard output. What the statement I wrote here is go to the system, look for the output, call print line. Just call print. That means print this. With time you get to understand this statement on its individually, or with time you get to understand the statement. I don't want to rush everything. So you guys will not just end up shutting everything out. So I'm going to take you bit by bit with time you understand what everything actually means. So that's, in case you have any questions, please feel free to comment. I'll read it and I'll get back as quickly as possible to you. And yes, before I go, let me give you a work. I want you to write a computer program, also in Java, that will write your name on a line and on another line to write, and it will display what you love doing. Like for example, it writes my name, NgReviewTech. The next time it writes, I love eating fried meat, also whatever they call it. So do that, practice with it, and that, like they say, practice makes perfection. So share and like this video, and don't forget to subscribe.